Hello traders everywhere, Adam Hewison coming to you live from Utah. We're just wrapping up the summit meeting here, and it's been very successful. A lot of really very interesting people we'll be meeting, and hopefully next time you'll come to our summit, which I think you'll enjoy and learn a lot about Market Club and also about options trading. So let's go to our portfolio right now and look at the markets as we see them trading right now. So as S&P 500, we're up about 0.5%. It's a plus 85. As you know, we had the sell-off yesterday, but we came back really well. So let's just double-click on that and bring that chart up and scope this in so we see a little bit more of the chart. Looks like we had the a Firefly Doji yesterday, so we market closes higher today. We're still on a very strong upward trajectory here. Plus 85. Trade triangles are all green. The trend is your friend. We're going to keep with this market for the moment. As I see, our last buy signal was 1378. We're currently trading at 1410, so let's keep that one. Moving on to the Dow, you can see the Dow also is in a positive mode today. Same type of formation. As you may remember, we talked about this yesterday. We felt the sell-off was going to be overdone and would come back, and it's exactly what has happened. So for the week, we're actually going to be closing probably, let me just take a look at a weekly chart. So for the week, we actually going to be closing higher for the week, which is a good sign for a bull market. Plus 85. Again, the trend is your friend. Stay with the trend. So let's go back to a daily chart. And our next market is the NASDAQ, which has been incredibly strong. We're just wrapping up the first quarter of the year, and it's been the best quarter since 1998. So it's been lots of money made. The trade triangles have captured the move up here. And as you can see, we're still long on the NASDAQ, the Dow, and the S&P 500. So going to our next market, which is silver. Silver, as you can see quite clearly, is in a no-go position. Basically, we're just moving sideways and in a trading range. We need to move out of this range. I think over the top 3350 would be a breakout to the upside, in my opinion. We do have our monthly trade triangle in a positive mode, but we need to see this market base out, which we're seeing it happen. So it's in a trading range. Let's just give it some more time before we get aggressively involved with that market. So let's go to our next market, and that's going to be the gold market, which of course has had a really, let me clear this off the screen first of all, and let's go to the, here we are. So looking at gold, gold is pretty much the same picture. We had a doji line yesterday. We're still trapped in this trading range and really not much going on. And for the week, you can see we're practically unchanged. Look at this, 2 doji lines back-to-back weeklies. This is going to be a very interesting market. I think certainly a move over the 1700 level is going to be a very major part in gold. So let's see how that plays out next week. But generally speaking, I think we're just going to chop around for a little while longer. Going to our next market as copper. Copper is in the same sort of sideways action. You can just see how this market's been going further and further and further into a trading range. This market is getting ready to do a big move, so we should be prepared. And right now, the odds would favor that on the upside with our trade triangle, our monthly trade triangle in a positive mode. We need to get out of this 60 range, which is really a trading range. And so all we can say about copper right now, it is in a very large, extended trading range. So let's see how we move out of that range in the next week or so. So let's clear the screen and go to our next market. And the next market we're going to be looking at is going to be an important one. This is crude oil. We did an in-depth analysis of these yesterday. We felt the market, this was a cyclic low period. And just based on our trade triangles, you can see that today we've had the bounce. Now, is that going to continue? I think we'll probably see this market maybe a couple of days and then start moving back up, because our long-term trade triangle from 99.36 is still long on crude oil. So again, this looks a little bit negative right now, but we are oversold, and we are expecting this market to recover from current levels. So we'll see how that plays out in the weeks ahead. So let's clear the screen. Go to our next market. The next market we're probably looking at is the USO, which is a lot of people trade that. There's been a lot of liquidation in the USO. And you can see how it's come down. Strong day yesterday. We had sort of doji type pattern today. I would say probably this low that we're seeing here, which was right around the 30, let me get that right for you, 38.87 is probably going to be the low for the move. This was if you may remember, we looked at this based on a Fibonacci trade type pattern. And that's my alert. There you go. So 61.8, we hit it practically right on the money, bounced up there. I'd like to see this market go sideways for a few more days and then start back up again. That would be a perfect scenario for us, but we're in an oversold condition. And also the other thing that was happening, the volume wasn't that big on this drive down. So we'll see how that plays out. But generally speaking, we are still bullish on the crude oil market. Moving to the next market, that's the Eurodollar. Again, the Eurodollar seems to be running out of gas here. We've sort of seen some pressure coming in around the 134, just below the 134 area. But nonetheless, the trend is mixed, 70, plus 70. So look for more of a trading range there. And also what you could see happening here, and this is what I'm looking at right now. It's not in place right now, but let's take a quick look at this formation. This looks very much like a potential right shoulder in a head and shoulders formation. This would be a head and shoulders, and this would be the left shoulder. So clearly, this area here is going to be the trend line. And if we break through, let's say I would say the 130 level, and that would be the big level to look at, then we're going to see more pressure coming into this market. But it's not there yet. The longer-term trade triangles are still negative. The monthly trade triangles are negative, and would mean the dollar would be king again. So let's see how that plays, but 130 is a key level on the downside in our opinion. So let's clear that screen off, and let's go to our next market. And that's the index. I'm going to miss that today because it's pretty much the same as the other one, but the Reuters Jeffries CRB index, this is the inflation index. We talked about it getting down to 305 yesterday. It's about a midpoint, and we're sort of just trading around there. Mixed signals on the trade triangles, longer term bullish, meaning inflation, short term, intermediate term, negative, meaning somewhat of a trading range. But the key levels to watch here, and I'll just scope this out for you, are probably the lows that we saw here around 295. I don't think that's going to be hit. I think we'll just probably trade around these 305 level for quite some time, and then eventually start moving back up as inflation kicks in. So let's see how that works out for us. But we've got a couple of stocks we could be looking at today. One is Pioneer Natural Resources, up very strongly today. A weekly trade triangle kicked in. The market's up approximately almost 6%, 5.89%. But again, the long-term monthly trade triangle has been long this market for some time, and you can see that today's big mover, we had this covered with a buy signal on the weekly trade triangle that came in at 111.42. So it's where the market is trading right now, so it looks like it could be a good trade for next week. So let's go to our next market. And the next market we're looking at is Family Dollar Stores, symbol FDO. We talked about this one before. We've been long this market. You can see our weekly trade triangle kicked in quite a few days ago at 57.58, currently trading at 63.14. This market looks very good, and if you scope this out just a little bit further, you'll see that this is a fabulous, we consider this to be a great weekend trade because there's a 52-week high. This market looks like it'll be higher on Monday and Tuesday. As we say, it's going to close very well. If it closes up at these levels, this will be a superb close for this market. And even go a maximum on this, this is a new all-time high for FDO. So this is a great trade to go home long the weekend. This is Adam Hewson. I'm coming to you live from our Market Club Summit in Utah. Hopefully you can join us next time, but I'll be traveling back home this evening, and we'll be back at our corporate headquarters on Monday. To everyone out there, have a safe and happy and successful day trading and a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday.